on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Red Raiders offense will have the ball first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though. This defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Pulls it in, it's Stone. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Finds a spot in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Linderbaum. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
4th and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances of going for it rather than punting. So great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Red Raiders. A great catch and run for 6.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 84 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Sun Devils offense will go to work for the first time today. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, with the question, Can they even stop him?
Man, it's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game day.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Firing to the end zone, and good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he makes the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Oh, it's a reverse. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this
breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Man, it would be hard not to continue to feed this guy the rock. He just makes big plays. Last week you saw it, over 100 yards, making big plays already in this football game. He is a big play waiting to happen.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. App State came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Boone had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Using his legs, it's Warren. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Finding an escape route. Turning it on. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
With the catch, it's Madison. Smashes through and runs through another one. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give out of the gun. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The Sun Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Sun Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
The Sun Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to sling it on second down. Quick completion on the out route. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got a little space. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Release to the back. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's Warren. Crosses to 40. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Fires to the tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Warren. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Looking for a deep man. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The throw finds his tight end. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air, it's Dyer. Moving away from pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points in our defense.
Oh, continues to fight for yards. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Caught in the backfield. It's Warren.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's caught. It's Madison. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense...
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, 4th and inches, midfield. Go ahead. Go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement up front. Let's keep this drive going.
Looking downfield on first down. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Complete to the right. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Linderbaum trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. Takes the handoff. It's Warren. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Second down, he'll throw it. Going over the top. Makes the catch on the left. Running free. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's
always always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Got his man. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down.
Now, a fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Throws for the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Sun Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. And the Red Raiders in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the tight end. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Rushes on him. Finds his man. It's Warren. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Back to pass on 2nd down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Right back to the well.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. And now the ball is free in the end zone. Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Caught over the middle. It's Willihan. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man.